Paasch. I'm from Richland Center, Wisconsin.
What's this truck?
It's a 73 Diamond Rio C116.
Engine, transmission, all that good stuff?
335 Cummins with a 13 speed.
And how long have you had it?
I knew you'd ask that.
A long time?
I've owned it since 2008.
Did you find it somewhere locally?
No, actually, it was another member of the club that passed away, and I went, and Mark Welty called me down, said the auction had showed up on the internet, and he says, come on now, we got to look through the trucks. So we looked through the trucks, and as we were scrolling through, this one came on the screen. He says, that would make a good truck for you. So we decided to go down to the auction. Guess who ended up with it?
Well, it's nice that Mark shared a Diamond Rio and didn't keep it for himself.
I wasn't particular what I got. It's a nice truck. It was nice and straight. It's not rusted out. I mean, it's kind of ugly to look at yet, but I keep trying to work on it.
It's not ugly. Does the air conditioner work?
No, it does not.
Okay.
The fact is, the shaft broke off of the air compressor and the pulley went into the fan belts.
Oops. So what's the biggest thing you've had to do to it since you've had it?
Well, I've had to put tires all the way around on it, and I put all new air lines and 3 or 4 valves and air valves.
So you said you weren't really particular. Did you just want a truck to take to shows?
I was looking for a truck at the time to kind of use and take to shows, and this one came along.
Were you a truck driver?
No, I've always been a farmer, so I've drove farm trucks a fair amount, but never been an over-the-road driver, no.
Did you drive trucks for farming reasons?
Yeah, pretty much hauling farm goods and farm equipment and things like that, just for my own farm.
What sort of truck did you have on the farm?
It's just small Chevys, and I had a 1600 International for a while, and otherwise I drove my brother's International Semi once in a while.
A cab over or a conventional?
Yeah, cab over 4070.
Ooh, at least nice to look at.
With a screaming Detroit.
And a far air cleaner over here. Give it a nice old school look.
Well, that's what it came from. The only trouble with it is I've been told the filters are real expensive for it. So,
but they still exist at least.
They still exist, I've been told.
It's a good thing you have another local friend who's good at finding these things.
That helps tremendously. That's just a corporate cab that White used to use also, because they were building them at the time.
I'm going in.
No, you don't want to look in there. It's dirty.
For real? It's okay. Oh my goodness. It's just fine. I'm guessing these were pretty bare bones.
This one was, at least when I got it. I was told it started life hauling cinder ash out of an electric plant. It was originally equipped with a dump trailer, and the fifth wheel had been welded rigid, so I don't know, I'm not sure why they ever did that, but for some reason on dump trailers they'd weld the fifth wheel rigid.
So it probably stayed in its area mostly?
Pretty much someplace down in eastern Kansas.
Did you drive it home?
No. She didn't have very good tires at the time, and as it turned out, I found out the alternator wasn't working, so we hauled it home, and Mark had bought another one. We hauled home at the same time.
That steering wheel is really cool. It's like marbled. Is that the original steering wheel?
As far as I know.
Yeah. How many shows do you get it to a year?
Not as many as I'd like to. If I had a good year that I can get away from the farm, I get it to about 3.
Do you haul tractors with it?
I got a half interest in a trailer that if I will sometimes haul tractors with it, yes.